I'm Dr. Ethiraj, Dean of the Veterinary College, Bangalore. I'll talk to you about the whole scenario about the veterinary professionals or the veterinary graduates in this state, and probably a little about what we talk about in the national scenario. As I said, we belong to the Karnataka Veterinary, Animal and Fisheries Sciences University. As a university, we have veterinary education, which talks about a degree program called the Bachelor of Veterinary Science and Animal Husbandry, which is called BVSc and AH, which is a 5-year degree program. We have a 4-year professional degree program in dairy area. We have a 4-year degree program in fisheries. Out of all these, veterinary degree programs are offered in the 4 colleges: Veterinary College Bangalore, Veterinary College Bida, Veterinary College Shimoga, Veterinary College Hassan. These are the 4 colleges which we offer the veterinary degree. The other is dairy college. We have 2 dairy colleges and 1 fisheries college. This is as of now the colleges which are offering the degree programs. Now let me come back to veterinary science and leave away dairy and fisheries. So when I said BVSc and AH, it's a 5-year degree program. In the whole country we have 35 veterinary colleges. Some of them are attached to the Agriculture University and some are attached to the Veterinary University. In Karnataka, the veterinary colleges are under the Karnataka Veterinary, Animal and Fisheries Sciences University, the headquarters being Bidar. In addition to the degree college, we also have research stations. We have Wildlife Research Institute, all these which also become part of education. But from the point of degree program, it is the veterinary colleges which play a role in producing the graduates who would be called as veterinary doctors. The admission to the veterinary college or the intake of students at the college is fixed for each college, and this is governed by the Veterinary Council of India. When I say Veterinary Council of India, the Veterinary Council of India stipulates the staff strength, the infrastructure for a particular admission. That means to say that they have defined, by definition what they have given is, if your intake is 60 students, the faculty is fixed, the infrastructure is fixed, the department, how it should be, is fixed. That's how it goes. So our colleges, what they have been made as is for 60 students. And ours, Veterinary College Bangalore, is the oldest of the lot. We are already 53 years old college. The next is Bida, followed by Shimoga and Hassan. The intake in these colleges, for all of them, the fixed strength is 60. Over and above this, 15% of the students from the Veterinary Council of India are admitted in the university, which means they go to veterinary college, any of them. Above this, we have 5% seats for NRI sponsored by foreign nationals. So accordingly, if you go by this, as of now, the 4 colleges will take 60. Reason being, like this is fixed for Veterinary College Bangalore and Bida. Shimoga last year admitted 51. Hassan admitted 50. Gradually, because Shimoga College is a 5-year-old college, 5 years it is completed. We are entering into the 6th year. Hassan is in the 5th year. The first batch of the students, when they complete in about say 2 years, their strength will become 60. Shimoga this year will become 55, next year it becomes 60. That is the way the strength is. So as of now, if you go by, the strength is 60, 51, 51 and 50. That is the way. But admission wise, last year admission if you go by, 10-11, Veterinary College Bangalore admitted 73 and 11-12, 73. Okay? And Veterinary College Bida would have had a little more, like maybe they are around 60, I would put it as, because their strength is also 51 plus VCA quota plus NRI quota. So they normally between 60 and 65. So put together, maybe we are about 212 students each year. Earlier, maybe 5 years ago, we were admitting only 60 plus 60 plus 15%, meaning another 15 for VCA quota. So earlier it was 135, now we are 212, and subsequent years it might become 220 because 10 seats get automatically increased. This is the current strength of students getting admitted. Now, in addition, what has happened is production of graduates when we talk of. Currently, what we have, 60 would have come out roughly from Veterinary College Bangalore, 60 will come out from Vida, and first batch of Shimoga came out. There were about 30 first batch, subsequent batch becomes 40. Hassan, the first batch will be around 30. They all come out. So all along earlier, we were only putting about 120 graduates. Now we are putting about 150 to 160 graduates. And maybe another year to come, we might produce 200. The government has felt that this itself is not enough. 200 is not enough. So they have announced 2 more veterinary colleges, one in Athani and other in Gadak. Okay, this is again for a strength of 60 students. And this, what will happen is, as of now, it's about 2 years now. The infrastructure is getting created. We do not know whether the admission will happen in 12-13. We do not know yet. It might happen in 13-14. Not very sure about that. So when that happens, another 120 gets added. So 120 gets added when? After 1 year. And maybe these 220 graduates, what I am talking about of production, will become 300 after 5 years. Okay, this is what the situations are. Now what's happening with these graduates is, people talk of, for example, when you look at the scenario of the veterinary graduates in the department, vets are not available. People say there is shortage of veterinarians. And another side, what people say, not many people are taking for veterinary profession. These are two different issues on that. The production of graduates has never been reduced. That means the intake has never reduced. We are producing the same number of graduates. So the question of not availability is not the criteria. It is the other way around. What we can say, the graduates produced is not enough. The requirement of graduates is more, because you can say the demand is more. The demand is more than the graduates that we are producing. So we should not infer stating that there is less graduates. No. The number is fixed. Same amount of graduates are getting produced every year. But the demand for the veterinarians are increasing. Why? This is the question to be answered. The veterinary profession, by leaps and bounds, has progressed. It's something like the jobs are available to them in the State Department, jobs are available to me in the Milk Federation. There are many NGO organizations, research institutions, right? Private companies, pharmaceutical industries, feed industries, private companies, plus they have the job opportunity out of the country, there are job opportunities out of India, when I talk of neighboring countries, and they also go for studies for the Western world. So, 100 graduates we produce, what will happen is, earlier, 5 years ago, 90%, 95% would try to go to government jobs. So the posts were all filled. Now what will happen out of this, about 70 to 80% will go for government jobs. The remaining about 20% will get scattered. Scattered meaning what? They will either go for higher studies, they go out for private company jobs, they set up their own practice, they go out of the country. So out of the graduates what they are producing over a period, in 5 years time what has happened, each year when you say 20%, out of 200, 40 graduates are not available. So over a period of 6 years or 5 years, it has added up a deficiency of 400 veterinarians. That's a big number. So these kind of veterinary deficiencies occurring everywhere when it comes to question of people taking the courses. If you look at 5 years ago and now, or 10 years ago and now, the number of applicants used to be around 1,000, 1,200. Last year, that is 2011-12 admission, our number of applicants was something around 3,800 for a mere 220 seats. So not that the demand is reduced, not many are taking. Our seats are fixed. It's not like the other colleges wherein 60 can be made 65, 70, 75, you cannot do that. Because we are gone by the Veterinary Council of India as a law. If I now have to say I'll take 120 students, it's not in between, 70, 80 I cannot. This is fixed for 60 students, I cannot deviate. If I have to make next, I'll have to take 120, which means I need to create parallel infrastructure. You got my point? Yeah. So to say 120, it is not like a college where you can just increase it by 3, 5. 4 colleges you increase by 5, 20 seats can be increased. We cannot do that. We cannot do that because not that we cannot do it or anything like that. Since it is, education is under the control of a bill, an act or a parliament way, we don't want to deviate out of that. Because when you say 60 plus 15%, we are allowed, we are taking that much, that's all. When I say 60 students plus 15%, you know very well how much I get. We are entitled for that. Maybe 9 seats of VCI quota and maybe another 5 or 6 seats as NRI seats. That's what we are taking. That's how our admissions are 73. That's what the purview is. So anybody has to say you take more, nobody can take it. This is our scenario of that. Now, coming a little beyond this, if you talk of why there is a shortage, it's not a question of shortage. What's happening is, when we were producing hardly maybe 25 years ago, if we talk of, we produced only 60 graduates. Current, when we started our Bidar college 25 years ago, it's now 27-year-old college, we started pouring in 120 graduates. So initially employments are in the field sector, I think there should be easily around 2,000 and odd jobs in the government. So you need graduates every year. What is happening is, since our intake we have restricted, we have fixed our intake, people get employed in the government sector, they also start retiring. Say you recruit 50 graduates today, after 35 years of service, they retire. So how many we are giving? We are giving only 50, we are replacing them. So additional jobs which have been created, we are not able to cater to. That's how that kind of a shortage is occurring. It's not just because like you can increase this year to make it as 2 sections and teach. No, it's not possible like that. Because it's a professional course, they have to go through the laboratory. It's not like a classroom teaching, like pre-university, 2 sections can be made a 3rd section, 3rd can be made a 4th section. If you have a classroom, it's not enough like that. Because it works on animals, we need to produce quality students, we have to produce quality doctors by providing all the infrastructure and material. And our ratios are very important. When we make our students, our ratios are kept very intact. Teacher-student ratio is very important because our system of education is totally practical-oriented course. Classroom, for example, if I say our classrooms are structured to such an extent, when I say 70 students, there are some maybe failures 5% or 1%, sometimes 3%, sometimes even 10%. So the class becomes, instead of 70, it becomes 80. Our classrooms are such, that's it. So if I take 20 more, where they will sit in a classroom? We cannot just put chairs and make them sit like that. It's not like that. People will say, when you are teaching 60, what happens? You teach another 10 extra. That is not the criteria. It is not the classroom teaching. It is the practical. Our labs, we divide them into 2 batches. That means 30 to 35 is a batch. That's it. Any standards, anybody would say your batch should be very small for practicals. So if you increase, then it will become a bigger batch. It becomes a classroom. Hands-on training will not occur. These are the situations of that. So to maneuver that, government has already thought over. State Department has already thought over. They are starting new colleges so that we increase the colleges. Not increase the number of seats in a college. Increase the number of colleges and produce more graduates. So people are already on that. Only thing is it cannot happen next year. It's a 5-year course. We start a program now. You can produce even another 50 graduates extra. If you have to do it, you have to wait for 5 years. It's not like producing a cow or a chicken. It's not like producing a plant. You need to wait for that many years to produce graduates. And very fact it occurs when you go probably to the field conditions. What happens is, for example, in many institutions in the country today, the occupancy or filling of the post when you talk of is around 60 to 70%. This is simply because sometimes the experts are not available. Graduates are not available. The demand for the graduates has increased. Early, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, maybe if you had produced 200 graduates, would have been surplus. But today, 200 graduates are not surplus. They get easy jobs. Because the advancement that has happened in the animal husbandry sector. KMF started employing them in good numbers because they operate many routes. They are service oriented. Maybe earlier one union might have appointed 15-20 doctors. Now they want about 50 doctors for that. There are so many unions. They operate in every district. Similarly, animal husbandry departments. Earlier there are only certain dispensaries or animal hospitals when you talk of. They have increased the number of hospitals. So each hospital has to be manned by a veterinarian. So if you increase the number of hospitals, you also have to get more number of veterinarians. This is the scenario what's happening. It is not just because in one word can say that graduates are not there, students are not taking interest. It is not that. It is fixed. It is the other way. Competition is increasing for seats. So our seats are fixed. Whether you 200 people apply for the number of seats, 2000, 3000, next year 4000 take application, our number of seats are fixed.